Welcome to our in-depth exploration of the role of lobbying in U.S. politics. In this comprehensive video, we will delve into the complex world of lobbying, examining its influence on policy decisions, the regulations that govern it, and the public perception surrounding this practice. To fully grasp the role of lobbying in U.S. politics, let's begin by understanding what lobbying entails. Lobbying refers to the process of individuals or interest groups attempting to influence lawmakers and government officials to shape public policies and legislation. Lobbyists advocate for specific causes, representing various industries, organizations, or special interest groups. Lobbying has a long history in the United States, dating back to the early days of the Republic. From the formation of the first interest groups to the rise of powerful lobbying firms, we'll examine how lobbying has evolved over time and its impact on the U.S. political landscape. Lobbyists play a significant role in shaping policy decisions in the United States. They provide expertise, resources, and access to lawmakers, helping to shape legislation and regulations. We'll explore case studies and examples of lobbying efforts that have had a substantial impact on various policy areas, such as healthcare, energy, and finance. Lobbyists employ various tactics and strategies to advance their interests. From direct meetings with lawmakers to grassroots campaigns and public relations efforts, we'll examine the different approaches lobbyists use to influence policy outcomes. Lobbying activities are subject to regulations and disclosure requirements. We'll dive into the regulatory framework that governs lobbying in the United States, including the Lobbying Disclosure Act and the Honest Leadership and Open Government Act. We'll explore the registration process, reporting requirements, and the role of oversight agencies. Public perception of lobbying can vary widely. While some view it as an essential part of the democratic process, others perceive it as undue influence and a way for special interests to sway policy decisions. We'll delve into the ethical considerations surrounding lobbying, including conflicts of interest, campaign contributions, and revolving door practices. Lobbying and campaign finance are closely intertwined. We'll explore the connection between lobbying efforts and campaign contributions, examining the role of political action committees, PACs, and super PACs in financing political campaigns. We'll also discuss the debate surrounding campaign finance reform and its potential impact on lobbying. Lobbying provides access to policymakers, but the question of who has the most influence often arises. We'll examine the relationship between lobbying and power dynamics, including the influence of corporate interests, advocacy groups, and grassroots movements. We'll also discuss efforts to level the playing field and increase transparency in lobbying. Public sentiment often influences discussions around lobbying reform. We'll explore the ongoing debate about the need for lobbying reform, potential policy solutions, and the challenges involved in striking the right balance between advocacy and democratic decision-making. As the political landscape evolves, so does the practice of lobbying. We'll examine emerging trends, such as digital lobbying and the role of social media in shaping public opinion and policy debates. We'll also discuss the future of lobbying and potential avenues for reform. Understanding the role of lobbying in U.S. politics requires examining its influence, regulatory framework, and public perception. By gaining a deeper understanding of this complex process, we can engage in informed discussions about the impact of lobbying on democratic governance. Thank you for joining us on this comprehensive journey into the world of lobbying in U.S. politics. Remember to continue exploring these topics to gain a more nuanced understanding of the intersection between lobbying, policymaking, and democratic processes.